it's not good for anyone to even grow up in a situation where there is such a massive difference. It's not just a difference, but it is where so many people are coming from today in the poverty-stricken countries, where they really have no chance whatsoever. So I think this is a first step towards a fundamental change in direction, in what we actually want, in defining who we want to be. And if you can't go around and think that man has a good nature and stuff, if you don't actually see that we respond to this. We're just looking at what we can afford to help with after we've put aside the things that we need for ourselves. But our need is debatable, but their needs are not debatable. What is very important is to know what we don't want, what we do not accept, what we cannot accept. And that's why, a very simple thing for me is that basic human dignity must mean for all people, and that has to come first. Basic human dignity must come first. After that, when we've seen to that, we can start to divide things. Well, one massive impact on me was to learn about East Timor. In '93, I was contacted by a human rights activist, Maureen Davis, and she'd basically stopped everything else and started working to change their situation. The way East Timor has been dealt with by the Western countries after they were invaded by Indonesia is just appalling and completely unacceptable, and it changed things for me because I simply could not accept it. And to know that I'd grown up in a country, Norway, and I knew what things were like when I grew up. I knew who we were meant to be, how people were talking, how politicians were talking, what was debated, and who we basically claimed to be, and all our actions against this nation, pretty much knowingly as well by our politicians, did the complete opposite. It was just a massive violation. And that was, that was a very provocative thing for me.
Let's hope that this event tonight will move a lot of people all over the world.
The point is quite simple. You can't have a certain set of rules or sort of humanitarian or ethical rules with your kids and your family and act differently elsewhere. You have to be the same. And if you like that somewhere else, then in that case we're selling stolen goods. Then is that okay? Then okay, then I'll go and do it the same. I'll do it in my country, and we'll see how it goes. We can't, it's a funny thing when you look at the poverty-stricken countries today are essentially the ones that have built the Western countries, the Western world. It was the injections that started the wealth of the Western world, and then we've lent them money. They don't owe us anything. So the whole thing is.
Well, let's hope that something good comes out of the JF Summit. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I think that's what is really necessary now, is to take a good look at who we are and decide who we want to be. I believe our drives got us where we are today. It is our spirit that can get us out of here. I'm delighted that this year's Nobel Peace Prize goes to the environment. I'm uplifted that it finally looks like we've got leadership.
It was something I heard you say, then you were gone, like a drop in the ocean, no commotion at all. I am your hero, take you in my arms, I will send away the pain.
Oh, you embarrass me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.